Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today's latest transfer headline is Arsenal still showing Vinicius Jr transfer interest with Mikel Arteta, huge fan of 20-year-old Real Madrid winger. So the reports are stating that Arsenal reportedly remaining interested in signing Vinicius Jr this month, but Real Madrid have no intention of letting him leave, even on loan. Defensa Central claims Mikel Arteta is still tracking Vinicius Jr after adding him to a transfer shortlist last month. The winger has scored 3 goals in 21 games and he is currently 20 years old, but he is yet to fully establish himself as a regular starter in Zinedine Zidane's team. A move to the Emirates could provide Vinicius Jr with an important role, allowing him to add to one of the senior Brazil cap he earned in 2019. Arsenal have already proposed a loan move to Real Madrid, with Dani Ceballos already in North London. But Los Blancos are insisting they will not part ways with Vinicius Jr, even on a temporary basis. It means the Gunners will have to look elsewhere for a creative force in the final third. So this is the latest news regarding Real Madrid winger Vinicius Jr. And it looks like Mikel Arteta is a huge fan of Vinicius Jr and playing at Real Madrid, why wouldn't he? Real Madrid is one of the top clubs in the world and playing for Real Madrid is a big thing, and it looks like Mikel Arteta is a huge fan of Vinicius Jr. In terms of his recent stats, he has 3 goals in 21 games this season, but he is not able to establish himself as a regular starter in Zinedine Zidane's team. And if he moves to the Emirates, it could provide him with an important role and it will allow him to add more Brazil caps for Brazil. Already, Arsenal have already proposed a loan move to Real Madrid, and we already know that in terms of Dani Ceballos, he looks like he wants to go back to Madrid after his loan spell. And it looks like it will be another loan move for Vinicius Jr, but Real Madrid are stating that they will not agree with this demand by Arsenal. And this means that Arteta will have to try and look for another player and that can play in the creative midfielder role, that can play in the winger role, because with injuries to, for example, bukayo, Saka, so we need someone else that can play in the right wing position, and with Aubameyang not in current good form, we need someone to play in that left wing position, and Vinicius Jr can definitely fill that role. But do we need a Vinicius Jr at this team? Well, in my opinion, if you look at his recent statistics, I don't think they are great, because if he's not getting a start at Real Madrid, I think there's a reason for that. And if you look at his 2020-21 stats, he's played 15 matches, he's got 2 goals and 1 assist in the La Liga. In 2019-2020, he's played 29 matches, has 3 goals and 1 assist. But in terms of the Champions League for 2020-21, he's played 6 matches with a goal, and in 2019-2020, he's played 5 matches with a goal. So you can see that his overall output has gone a bit better in the La Liga, because he's got 3 contributions already in 15 matches. But to be honest, do you think that's a really good goal contribution? Because you got other creative midfielders like Emi Buendia who are sitting like a goal or a contribution every single game, and this is a goal or a contribution every 5 games, and that's not something Arsenal need at the moment. He did previously play for Flamengo, but we already have a Flamengo player in terms of Pablo Mari. He's really playing very well under Arteta and really playing that centre-back role very well. But in my opinion, I don't think we need a Vinicius Jr because I think we got other youngsters that can play in that role. We got the likes of Reiss Nelson, we got the likes of nicolas, Pepe, we got the likes of bukayo, Saka. We can name a lot of wingers. You can even play Aubameyang on the wing. You got so many wingers that can play on the left wing, on the right wing. And I think we're already stuck with those positions. I think we need more players in the midfield. But it looks like Vinicius Jr can play in the midfield. And another player I forgot is Willian. These players need to be sold, in my opinion, in terms of Willian. I don't want to see him in an Arsenal shirt again, because to be honest, let's be honest here, his current form hasn't been great. And the team are doing much better without him in the team. So Vinicius Jr for me, I don't know about that one. Hopefully Arsenal can get a better player in the form of Emi Buendia, for instance. But let's see how this one pans out. Hopefully you guys stay tuned for the next video. Make sure you guys remain blessed, and peace.